Yes, welcome back to Poetry and Police. It's been a while since I've done a video. Like I said before, when I'm doing a video, I deal with facts. I don't talk about stories that are going around, rumors things. I don't deal with those things. And like I've said on many occasions before I do any video, big up to all my subscribers. Shout out to all the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the good members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Shout out to the nurses in Jamaica, firemen in Jamaica, the correctional officers in Jamaica, taxi drivers, bus drivers, even the man on the street who are peeling key in the man on the street, we sell this and I sell that, because we all know that in order for any society to succeed, it depends on everybody. Everybody can be doctors and everybody can be lawyers. Everybody has a role to play to make the economy work. And the economy depends on even the little man on the street who take up the garbage. Even though people in Jamaica tend to treat the garbage collectors like they're the worst, but well, you know they are the best. They should be paid even better than how they are being paid right now. You understand? But let's get into what I need to talk about this morning. Yes, me just rise, please call. Listen. We're going to talk about corruption in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. But when we talk about corruption in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, like I always tell you, corruption in the Jamaica Constabulary Force mainly exists within the senior officers, not between constable to sergeant. I'm telling you that. The thing is that they recruit these people to work with them. They are foot soldiers. And 80% of the Jamaica Constabulary Force is not corrupt. Maybe it's just at 20% because it's just a little handful, you know. But then again, the ones who are that little handful, the chosen ones that I call them, the soldiers, they're the one that runs the organization technically. They control promotion, the flow of money, the transfers, everything. Because as a good police, if you make an arrest that some people are unhappy with, you'll be transferred to where you are. People that say you be transferred to one place, a Westmoreland, call some far place in a Westmoreland, some place in some bush where you probably have to just turn into a farmer, a police farmer. So the Jamaica Constabulary Force, you know, you have a specific officer when anybody him not like him transfer them to a motorized patrol. Everybody, what him not like. And see, that's the thing, you know, in Jamaica Constabulary Force. The corruption starts from the beginning, you know. And here's one of the corruptions. When you join the force as a young police officer, you're supposed to be on probation for 2 years. This is not the discussion, but I'm just going to tell you something. You're on probation for 2 years. And during that 2 years, any senior officer, from inspector up to probably sergeant, can write a document saying that you're not likely to become a good constable. And you lose a job at 2 years, before it's 2 years. I have a friend who lost a job like that, but people use personal feelings sometimes and write people out of the job as a result of that law, or that rule. But I will talk about that some other day. So I'm just going to tell you that, I just say that to say to you that this is how senior officers operate in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. They use personal vendettas against constables, corporals, and sergeants. Or even them peers too. But listen, the other day I did a video in relation to Muggle Dog. Police officer was killed in Clarendon. And you know, somebody made a comment that I was being biased when I was saying certain things. But you see, let me explain this to you. I mean, I'm going to tell you where I am coming from when I say these things. And like I responded to you that Muggle Dog is not the only police officer that certain allegation has been drawn against. You understand? It has been drawn against me. It has been drawn against many more police officers who I know. Good police officers too, you know. So when these things happen, when you see I don't believe in these allegations until they are proven, it's because I've been there and I've been through it. I was accused of being a hitman. I was accused of being running a gang in Kingston 13. If you go to Kingston 13 now and ask anybody along the Walton Park, Kingston 13 area, Stephen Lane, Nelson Road, them places where I grew up. People that say, what? Run which gang? Understand me? There was another member of my my batch I trained with, they call it Jackson, was also accused of running a gang in Clarendon. And they were all allegations. You understand? But let me tell you something now. Speaking of allegations against police officers and how it is being dealt with in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Because once an allegation is drawn against you, whether it be true or false, or whether they're just making up some stories in order to stop your career. Because that's a whole issue, you know, to run you out of the work. And these senior officers will find ways to get you out of the work by saying this and saying that. They will even cost you one life, like Magaldag and Clarendon. You understand me? Because let me tell you something. Anytime a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, I'm going to tell you because this is a fact, I tell you this now. Any member of the Jamaican Constabulary Force who is involved in illegal activities, the senior officers, if they are not a part of the activity, or if they are not benefiting from the activity that this junior person is doing, then there will be trouble, there will be worries. You understand? There will be worries. May I tell you that, you know? As long as they are not getting any food from it, a problem. And as long as they feel that you are rolling some people, you keep company with some people, and you make some money, and they're not making any, that is a problem. The Jamaican proverb said, thief never like to see thief with a long bag. And this is how most of these senior officers stay in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Sometimes them just feel so you make money, you know. And draw allegations for you know. Catch you them senior, everybody believe them voice. And who is going to believe a corporal over a senior superintendent of police, or even say DSP then, or an inspector? You don't need to understand the thing, you know. Nobody's going to believe a constable or a corporal or a sergeant over an inspector or DSP or a SSP. I'm telling you that. And this is what goes on in Jamaica Constabulary Force every day when people are crucified with some allegation when it makes sense. People's career are put on hold on allegations that don't make sense. You understand? They draw a whole heap of allegation on people, even in a muggle dog situation. I never believe a word, because I don't believe in these things until I see them come to fruition, until I prove it myself. So that's why I'm saying to this person, when he was saying that I was being biased in a muggle dog case, no, I'm never biased. You understand? I just don't believe in allegations. Some of the allegations that senior officers brings against constables and corporal and sergeants, because some of them are very vindictive. And they will do anything to crush your career, to run you out of the work. Anyhow, them feel you make a fool and they are not a part of it. You see, as long as they're a part of it, brother, as long as they're a part of it, you will not hear anything that constable is doing or corporal or sergeant is doing, because they are run the thing now. So if the senior person do something and a money make, them probably get the most of it. You understand? As long as you bring them in at the thing and you roll with them, nobody can touch you. You're a part of their clique now. They recruit you now. You understand me? I saw it go. Let me tell you something. And this is the reason why I did this video. Because you know, I got up this morning and I was thinking about myself and the judgment that I went through in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, especially in Montego Bay, when they were trying to frame me down there. And when the video touched Lonesome Show and he came out and trying to tear up my character, and this police officer came out and give this voice note and all of that, I laughed at it, but because it doesn't mean nothing to me. But this is what I need you people to look into. The allegation that they were saying that I was robbing Jugs men for Cowboy and Amos. So let me tell you something now. Anyhow, Blake, that is me, Blake, Detective Corporal Blake. Anyhow, I was robbing anybody for Cowboy or Amos. You believe, do you really believe that if I was arrested, that they wouldn't try their best to get me out of that trouble and make them relevant phone calls to take me out of that position? let me tell you something. When a constable or a sergeant or a corporal corrupt like that and do certain atrocities, once they are working for any kind of senior officer, trust me, no charge will be brought against them. So easy, cut, trust me, no brother. They might do everything to make sure the thing die down, because they know why you call them name. And once you are for them boy, they're going to protect you. The only thing you see a policeman charge and go down certain way, unless him violate them or him a work on him own. I tell you that. Because of them run things. So don't be mistaken by allegations. Because the only allegations that you hear about and the only allegation that comes to fruition is when that junior man is not working with a senior officer. I'm telling you that. And that is how the Jamaica Constabulary Force run, or the corrupt members run the organization. You understand? Now let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something straight. I'm going to tell you something straight. I hear the Jamaica Young Police channel talk about rifle them and RATTY from the Kingston 13, Kingston 11 area. The British link-up crew, man, them how them came to them death and thing. And a question was asked, like, how did they die, you know? How, if police knew about these men death, how come nothing is being done about it? Boy named WALDY. And people will ask this question, why a man like WALDY, who caused so much death, was not arrested for nothing, but was finally killed by the police after the allegations are that he was involved in the murder of this businessman up in the Half Tree police area. You understand? That is the only time now WALDY get mashed down. That is to show to you that people listen. WALDY was always working along. Because you see these gangsters who have money, Regin, they control the senior officers in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and they are untouchables. I call them untouchables. They are like Al Capones. They are untouchables. WONNIE British was like that. You understand? WONNIE do a whole lot of slackness in the Kingston 13 era. Me and one boy, I never like WONNIE British, because WONNIE British never stand for nothing good. You understand me? Him support gunmen activities too much. That's why WONNIE and me couldn't be friends. You understand? And about time them did depend because of whole heap of slackness them to people in the division. And they're always being protected by senior officers. WONNIE and WALDY, them Monday. Because let me tell you something about WALDY. There was a constable on my team that after he came off my team by the name of Carnegie, who was corrupt police commissioner in Jamaica, Ellington, started to talking about he was going to clean up the organization. And Carnegie was one of the police officers who I knew, who Ellington served a document that he was keeping companies with people of unscrupulous character. And they were talking about WALDY. Yet still WALDY was not being arrested by anybody. Because WALDY in the pocket of the senior officers in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, who is Carnegie as a little constable. Like I've said to you, they don't want no constable in the same plate to them are eating, you know. And even if allegations were true again, but Carnegie knew them people that long time. From the community. And he lost his job. All because he never knew how to fight. Because he was supposed to get an attorney and fight the thing. But he never fought. He left the organization. He took the thing. And the allegation was that he was keeping companies with WALDY. Not saying he was doing anything illegal, really, just keeping company with WALDY. But at the same time, WALDY had free roam in the St. Andrew South Division and the Kingston Division to order anybody that he wanted to order. And I want you to know this, I'm going to tell you this straight up. The 5 men who died over by Laros, may get it out of the horse's mouth. Not WALDY, but a man who rolled WALDY. Look at me one time and tell me, Mr. Blake. And you know what you know me about the man? In America, me about that man there. The man know me. I said, Blakey. I said, well, when I hold a little reason with him, you never see me roll and reason with man in Jamaica like that. But the man will reason with me straight up and make me know. But in Brooklyn, I make me know straight up. Say, yo, you see them 5 man there? But they do a Laros. A WALDY pay police to kill them. A police kill them. That is the allegation, you know. You understand me? Man tell me that straight up. So WALDY pay police to kill them 5 man there. You understand me? And the links work like that. WONNIE British pay the said police them for kill Coolie Jobs from Seaview. Same set of police them. You could have some hitman police that roll around the place. But they were controlled by senior officers. You get me? I said nobody don't talk about them, you know. Everybody come down and I jump down on Mr. Bent. Talk about Mr. Bent, the most corrupt senior officer in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and how Mr. Bent had hitmen and they scrapped the whole mobile reserve and this and that. Bridging, how Mr. Bent cross? Or if Mr. Bent was making the money, who was not getting anything out of it? Well, if you understand people in the constabulary force and greed around the thing, you know. If a man feels say yeah, he eat some food and him not get none out of it, you know, try everything to tear you up, everything to mash you down. Just like you see them coming from Bent and a crush Bent right away. I'm not saying Bent is, I am not saying Bent is this or Bent is that. Allegations have been drawn against Mr. Bent, just like Mago Dog, just like me. Just like other police officers in the Jamaica Constabulary Force who are doing some hard work. You understand me? I don't know Mr. Bent. I never seen him in corruption before. I can't talk. I don't see your allegations. But I work with him in Montego Bay for a little stint. Me and him on a team together. And he never bring no corruption to me. I never see him team or do nothing. Eddie can't tell you that Eddie was right there with him. And Eddie's a good police. You understand? No, that is how the thing running in Jamaica, you know. Anytime you're doing anything good, they will draw allegation upon you and mash you up. Because allegation, them call it, sometimes we call it the unspoken words. You know, them just write a file and put some things on your file and hang it over your head like this. Just like my file. Them say me a hitman. I kill people for money. Them even call names of who me kill for money. Understand? You get me? Them say me I run gang in a Kingston 13. No. Anybody from Kingston 13 you gotta listen to this. Or Seaview Gardens or Riverton City or Callalobet. Tell me which gang me ever run. Tell me. You see me, I was a police officer, roll upon my own. I roll with officers, you know. Because I get to realize how them roll. And I keep myself away from them. And kill them dead, me I eat food. Especially the one named Mikey Phipps. Him feeds them was eating food I once be. Or go around him all the time. Because him look at me and tell me, Blake, you go around me. You understand me? May I tell you that? And everybody knows, say, why them money never get caught in the St. Andrew South Division. Them criminals that was never been placed in custody, was never been charged in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, is because half a tree. Any police station, then I'm town anyway. Why them big criminals can't get charged? The reason why them money can't get charged, Bridget, is because the soup in them pocket, Bridget, because senior officers are in their pocket. Let me talk about boy and RATTY. RATTY had killed people left, right, and center. And every time RATTY was brought into custody, RATTY was released without being charged, Bridget. And money run. Once you see RATTY come in, RATTY release, and senior man get operation. Because I guess you hear the deal, no? Because you think, one thing is people out the street, you know, them know good police and them know who to talk to. And people out the road tell me to be careful who to touch and not to touch either. Even though I go beyond it and touch some people sometime. You understand? Because I don't care police work me I do. You understand? So when they were defending RATTY, I was looking for RATTY. And then again, I didn't even know the boy. And there was a member of my team one time we were working who knew the boy. Who brought him in custody at least twice. And one time we were working in the area and we spot the boy. But I never knew that was the boy. And it was after we passed, the team I looked at me and told me that the corporal had RATTY that, you know. Boy, I seen that little 50-cent vest there, so. Some say, why you never tell me my mash up, me come deal with the boy? Because the boy, if they are jail, I said, you know, make sense in the corporal at 2 times. I bring him in already. And him not get charged. The soup them release him. That me I said. The boy was brought into custody twice. And the soup them release him. RATTY we wanted for much more than the name I call up. You understand? Soup release him. And the constable said, boy, it make sense, me bring him in again, because he's going to be released again. You understand? Because the senior officer them in a RATTY pocket, the pulpy, I collect the whole of the money. So you talk about pulpy. That's why I never deal with pulpy, you know. Because that is how pulpy do. Pulpy was the man that get the hit them for RATTY. You understand? That was what was happening in the division. And then pulpy was the one paying off the police. He was the one who the corrupt police officers them work with. to keep Ratty out of jail. So Ratty was brought in custody twice by this constable on my team. Told me straight up. Same thing with MACHINEMAN. Brought into custody, released by Mikey Phipps. Yeah, everybody knows that Mikey Phipps and Ratty was big, and Mikey Phipps and MACHINEMAN was big friend, really. Everybody know that, you know. And them, they up at St. Joseph Road and gunshot a tear up at St. Joseph Road and gunshot a fire in the ear. And a man called me from up in the area and said to me, that's where me come from. Crescent Road, Nelson Road, Bones Road. Man called me in the area and said, listen, my brethren, if you hear a gunshot fire at St. Joseph Road, don't even come around here, Mr. Blake. Because right now, I be a big officer around here, the man in my fire shot in the ear, and I drink Hennessy. See me I say? The man them there with machine, the man say Phipps there, Harper there, amongst other man there. You understand? Look, all one of the police, the man say, brother, what are you doing here? What were you doing there, sir? The man say, boy, I work, I'm jumping at the area and I see the thing I go on. Even police know about that. The general know about the thing. Yes, I say, but the general are free to talk. You understand? And the general don't have no point, the real general know what go on. So this is what goes on in the division, brethren. In any division where certain people work, certain officer. And let me tell you this, brother. I'm going to give you an example. One night I was working in the Kansas Spring area. We get some information from police control that gunmen were seen, you know, suspicious men were seen at a certain premises. Now, uptown area, driving to the area, spot the car. Try to accost the car sped away. The corporal, we came out of the car, Ashman. I was there with Ashman. Me and Ashman was on the team together. Ashman, that police, trust me, never have no honesty to police work, no loyalty to police work, that's money, you know. We went there and both of them jump into the car and sped away after we accost them. But Ashman jump around the steering and them can't drive stick. I mean, so we are run on the steering for you can't drive stick. Like him, he make the man him get away. Because when him jump into the car, me jump into the passenger seat, now we drive off, him stall the vehicle. Because he can't drive stick, so why you jumping on stick if you can't drive stick? Boy, them get away. Anyway, we were patrolling for the night and my mind just a tick me, so go back down, they go check again. So me turn up on the street, me see a car turning at the same yard where them tell us if you check activities down there. Pull up at the gate. And there was a guy there, he just drove in at the yard, lock him gate. So we came out, where's my CIB vest, whatever, detective vest? And we said, good night, sir. We got some information that some suspicious activities were seen in this area, you know, within the vicinity of your house. And he said to me, no, who no come fire a shot? The man start behave a certain way. The next thing I observed is the man pull him gun out of him waist. I have it in his hand. So I said to him, sir, we are police officers. Why are you pulling your firearm? Why are you pulling your firearm? So I said to him, listen, since you pull your firearm, I have an M16 rifle. I said to you, since you pull your firearm, and we identify ourselves as police and everything, listen, for your safety and our safety, I am going to leave you. Because it would appear as if you're okay, if it's your house. All right? Went back in the police unit. And we were about to drive off. As a matter of fact, we drove off. As soon as we drove off and reached about 10 feet from the house, the man ran out to the gate of the premises and fired about 6 shots at the police car. You hear me say, people, 6 shots at the police vehicle, you know. People who identify them as police in police vests, you know. And when we did that, stop the vehicle and jump out and approach the premises on foot with my M16 rifle rise high now because I shoot out this now. But when we moved towards the gate, him never fire another shot. Him run behind the vehicles and walk 2-3 vehicles in the yard and was hiding himself, concealing himself behind a vehicle. I said, police, I said, put up your hand and come out. The man will never come out. Two marked vehicles come because we call for backup now because it's a big thing, you know. So 2 units come with flashlights and everything, and the man still never want to come out of the yard with a hand over the firearm. And I said, put up your hands on over the firearm. I give him specific instructions because I told him the next step, if I jump in that yard, I don't care if a year yard or not, but listen me, one away got dead. I'm sure of me. I tell you that. So even with that, the man depend on him phone now. We see him stand up in the yard behind the car, depend on him phone now. All the instructions we are giving him, this man is not following the instructions, you know. You understand? This man on his phone, and I overheard him talk, oh, them day I know man and Richard. Listen, as senior officers, the man depend on him phone I talk to, you know. Senior officers, you know, the man depend on him phone I talk to, senior officer, you know. Him friends them, you know. Finally, me get mad now, me jump the fence and say, yo, drop the weapon. And him finally drop the weapon. Seize the weapon. Yes, it's a license gun, and give me the book and everything. Take it out of him car. We carry the man go to Constant Spring in a virgin. Me Ashman. And I say, remember, we are the complainant, so we can't charge the man. Because we shoot off a door. And remember, I think Meverell was working that night there or whatever. And Ashman called Meverell, I think. And to my surprise, you know, the man was released. So I said, what? I'm asking Ashman, what go on? What go on? Man, not tell me nothing, you know, brother. All the man said to me, the man, boss said, the man for release. I said, and so me I said, people, the man who shoot at the police vehicle, the senior officer, released the man. Not even charge. You hear me I say? Not even charge. Man shoot at the police, you know, because the man have money. Shoot at the police. So people may I telling them, this you need to understand completely that no illegal activity go on in the Jamaica Constabulary Force by any junior man without the input of a senior officer. Me I telling you that. And them now get pushed out once the senior officer in league with them. Because I protect them with him. He's going to protect them with all them links possible. Whether it be politician links or any links he have to use. He might use that to protect him, soldier them. Because of them are him source of income. I have some senior officers at station and that alone, that I saw them roll. I saw them make their money. And I saw them make their money. Then they control a certain amount of men under their command to do illegal activities. Whether it be hitman work, whether it be extortion, whether it be shakedown, you understand me? And even in my case, this police, whatever he was, this, I don't even know what to call him, came and talk voice note about how much people Blake shakedown. Shakedown who? Make them come forward, man. Anybody be shakedown, let them come forward. That's what I said to them. Who Blake shakedown this and Blake shakedown that, Blake rob this and rob that and extort what, rob what. You see, that's the thing I try to tell you people. Allegations, man. Anytime you see a policeman and lose him work over allegation, that means he don't have no link. You understand me? That means that he has no link. You get me? And at the same time when they draw allegations for me, I defended myself and I said, do what I want to do. I need to get my attorney. They must say, you don't need no attorney because these are just allegations. But what you need to understand, people, even when them can mash you up physically and run you out of the work, what them do, with these allegations on your file, every time your name goes up for promotion, then it's barred because you are under investigation. That is another way where them attack you as a good police. These senior officers. That is how them come together and attack the junior man. Because just money thing them in, you know. So them recruit them little soldiers to go out the road, go do them thing and make the money. Any little thing, a boy come in, boom. Ratty come in a jail, Ratty release. WONNIE British do anything, come in, he release. Let me tell you this. Speaking of WONNIE British, I mean, I really talk about them man, you know, coming to business, but because I see them man, you know, them man was the bane of my existence when I was a policeman, you know. Because them have them money, and if you search one of them boys, them man, you go on to them call the senior officers, them and them call you and wile you up. I said go. Because them have them money, money in them pocket. You understand me? Rifle, well, it's a rifle. I never hear anything much about rifle. You know, rifle was always sitting at him house up there, son, with some little man, and that was it about rifle. I know for him think of. But I know WONNIE brethren, WONNIE was a brethren way, a boy way. Now no behavior when it comes to police. Always try disrespect police and go on like him as some top notch. So WONNIE British behave. You get me I say? Because guess what? Him have a whole heap of senior officer in his pocket. That's why him behave like that. You get me? I saw it go. Because you know him untouchable. Anything him do. Because one night, I can remember we were working at a party. And, you know, because we hustle to make a little food legally. And WONNIE, I see WONNIE British a fire one gun in the year, one illegal gun on 45. With an ex-police. Not if I call him here because I'm not really interested in this. You understand? When the police was there, he working in a party. And after WONNIE fired the firearm, he gave the firearm to Mooney British for fire something more time too. Spot all of that. And me and the man do some suck off WONNIE and Mooney. Hold Mooney had the fireman in him waist and we hold him and escort him out of the party silently to the outside. We go outside, the senior officer who was there, a sergeant was there, we get the little hustle with, you know, him kind of scared, you know, and nobody knows him a hustle. And nothing wrong with, you know, with hustling. Although they never allow moonlight in them time. But as a police, you have to do little hustle to make some money and once illegal. You know, and stop that. But the sergeant was scared of that, so the sergeant said, listen to me, you wouldn't hold him with a gun, just hand it up. Hand him over to the Portmore police them. You understand? Some Portmore police come on. And Bridget, I don't remember him, I don't even know his name, but he have a gold teeth and what else. We hand over the firearm and Mooney British to the police them at Portmore. And WONNIE British approached me afterwards and said to me, boss, say, yo, right now me run $2 million. Just give me back, yo, just give me get back the gun and get the dog, all right. I say, yo, talk to me about them things, man. As a matter of fact, I know me a deal with it, I Portmore police them. Like I point the man in the right direction. Trust me. Because before the dawn done, you know, before the party finished, you know, Mooney was back into the party, you know. Boy, them all give back the police, them all give back one of them, the gun in the bridge. To show you how the man them roll for money, you know. And the gun was run back in the brother. You understand? I mean, a young police, them times, they don't really understand the thing. We kind of, if I did, when I was a senior police, the sergeant couldn't tell me so I can't charge him, man. Because I just go 100 man or whatever, put him in a jail and write up the entry myself. You get me, I say? But that was a mistake. Because, you know, lack of experience, you know. And as a result, the firearm was returned to WONNIE British and the money run. You understand? I said it go. I was upset about that. I still can't forget about that case. You know? But like I said to you before in the start of this video, we talk about Muggle Dog, allegation against Muggle Dog, allegation against Mr. Bent, allegation against me, allegation against Jackson, allegation against a whole lot of police officers in the work. Some of those allegations are just fraud allegations for derail your career. You understand, people? So let me tell you this. As lay people on the street or civilian and you're listening to this to these allegations against these officers, sometimes these allegations just come out for to destroy people's character. Sometimes there's no truth to none of these allegations, then I tell you that. You get me? But because you step on the wrong people, them can. You step on some people where senior officers in them can. Mr. Bent is a senior officer. I don't know who him step on. Must be some politician. You get me? I say? Where allegations come out and I destroy him like that, I tear him up like that. I'm not saying the allegations are wrong, you know, about Mr. Bent, you know, or Muggle Dog, you know, or Jackson, you know. But I know they were wrong against me. And if they were wrong against me, they could be wrong against those men too. That is what I am trying to say to you people right now. That they fabricate allegations on you just to derail your career. That's the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And these are the things that you need to understand. And let me tell you something about these officers. You see the boy named RATTY was wanted for much murder in Huntsville a year. If a police like me, the whole RATTY, you know, him can't go back a road, you know. You understand? He would have been charged. And they couldn't release him. And they couldn't chat to me for release him neither. So what happened next? What did they try to do with me? Probably kill me or something then. Because RATTY have secret for them now. Because RATTY and them in a business a long time. MACHINEMAN are the same thing. Go for MACHINEMAN a couple of times. It's like the boy know me, I come before me even reach. You understand me? And these are the boys, MACHINEMAN. We talk about him another time from the Kingston 13 area. Aston Height, we kill Aston Height and take over the Rat Bat crew. And police officers, senior police officers are aligned with this dirty boy. Yeah? You understand me, I say? May I tell you that? Ratty are the same thing. Two pulpy senior officers align themselves with this boy. You understand? And so the thing run. Because of money, Virginia, always about money. Because they don't care about crime. They don't care about police officers. All they care about is full in them pocket with them greed. Not more. So it's when the Jamaica Young Police Channel come out and talk some things that true, be a truth, be a gospel. But people, you need to understand, people, when you ask the question, how, if the police know all these things about these men and what they're doing, why the police not doing? We try. The good police officers try, but the man, them, the politician, them pocket, the senior officers, them, when the drug dealer, them pocket. They are them run the thing because of money make the mayor get up. You, a man like me, when I have nothing, what me I gonna do? You gotta fight the system. You might end up dead or get transferred to some little country here or go turn farmer. That is what will happen to you. Sometimes you see some police gets transferred all the way to some Westmoreland. Why? Because them step on somebody can. You understand? It's all about arresting the wrong person even though the person is the right person. It's all about pressuring the right person, the wrong person, which is the right person. There was something similar was happening to me in Seaview Gardens, but I will talk to you in another video about that because I don't know what my subscribers asked me, talk about the good old days in Seaview Gardens, and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in another video. But now let's talk. What I'm talking about, why Ratty couldn't stay in a custody, why Machine Man couldn't stay in a custody, why WALDY couldn't be arrested after WALDY was causing so much people death all over the place. You understand? And the only time WALDY was touched is when WALDY touched one of them uptown businessmen, one of them big friend. You get me answer now? That is the only time they took out WALDY. Because WALDY gets faced, you know, WALDY has step on some man where they in them pocket to step on some man who have more money than WALDY now. You understand? That's why WALDY finally have to dead after WALDY caused so much people death by the hands of police. You understand me? You understand? That's how the thing go. But we're going to talk about it some other time and listen. We're going to talk about Seaview Gardens now. Yes, we're going to talk about Seaview Gardens. And there's more things to talk about. You understand? We're going to do one story specifically for Machine Man. You understand? One story specifically on Machine Man. And why Machine Man couldn't stay in a jail. But like me I tell you, Ratty could never stay in a jail. Like the constable told me, I brought him in twice, Mr. Blake. And the senior officers release him without being charged. So why me I carry him in a third time for? Me understood that. Man get fed up of the whole thing. Like him a work in vain. And the man know straight up because he chat to Pulpy and Pulpy tell him, say, yo, him pay them man there. You get me I say? I never chat to Pulpy because Pulpy is a criminal. I don't friend people who are criminals. I stay away from people like that. Me want police, no boy can say me, them in my pocket. Me in them pocket. And I tell you that straight. Because I don't really look friend, you know. Enough man say, Blake, you must create link, if anything happen to you, a man can't go help him. Alright, man. Me look up above, man. I look for my family. I look to my family. And a few friends who may have for support, even when I was charging money to go because you know, the truth we are talking about, you know. I'm living my life in a truthful way. And once me know that all these allegations in Montego Bay against me was fabricated, it never worried me at all. And in the end, the truth prevails. I never have to pay nobody off because I couldn't have nobody to pay off. I never had to call any godfather because I don't have none. So the law took its course. There was no evidence for nothing. So that's what ended. I am telling you that. So, like I said, until next time, we'll talk about the Machine Man case in the Kingston 13 area there. You understand? Because this is one serious thing. I don't want WALDY thing. You understand? Because the WALDY thing and the Machine Man thing are some serious thing. Because some serious police officers involved. Senior officers mostly. You get me? And them run the thing. And them orchestrate the thing. The whole division I look for Machine Man, you know, for murder. And yet still you have senior officers that drink Hennessy with Machine Man. You see me? I study things that I drink Hennessy with Machine Man. I want a gun salute and senior officers are right there. You understand? Anybody knows something lie me I tell? any police that was there. I mean, no, a lot of the police was there. I know one. I know who and who was there. No. I know I wasn't there. Psycho. Until next time, you know. Welcome back to Poetry and Police, where we talk truth and we talk facts. And we're not running rumors around here. And we don't support corruption here, both with police or civilians or politicians. We don't support them thing there. Because the way for Jamaica forward is to stop corruption. Because Jamaica don't have a crime problem. Jamaica have a corrupt problem. So much murder we gone already for the year. Corruption still a lead. That's why Jamaica can't get better. Trust me. Out.